Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm glad you made it. If you're new here, my name is Renata and this is my channel where I talk about houseplants, especially my houseplants, my collection. So thank you so much for joining me today. Today's video is going to be another faves video, but instead of being my monthly faves, Bertie, shh. Instead of being my monthly faves, these are the favorite plants from my collection that my mom picked out while she was here over Thanksgiving. So I'm really excited to share that with you because it's a little bit of a change from my own personal monthly faves. There will also be a December faves that are my faves video coming. I wanted to do my mom's faves. I thought it might be fun to have someone else's opinion on what they like and why they like those plants. So yeah, that's today's video. Before we get into it, I just wanted to take a quick second to say, I know that it's taken me a while to get my last video up and to get this video made, and I'm really sorry about that. It's just been very stressful and busy around here between holidays and finishing the semester of teaching, and my mood was not very good for most of November, and my motivation was really lacking to do anything but the bare minimum tasks to get by. But I'm feeling better now. I've got some motivation back, so I'm ready to finish out the year strong with these videos and start 2026. How are we that far along in the year already? Start 2026 strong too. So with that, let's get started talking about my mom's favorite plants from my collection. All right, so the first plant that my mom picked out as one of her favorites is one that I've shown on my faves videos multiple times also, and that is my lemon limeranta. And this one, she didn't really tell me why she liked it, just she picked it out as one of her faves. And so I can't tell you what her reasoning for it was, but I'm going to guess because we'll see a theme emerging of variegation in plants. I'm going to guess that what drew her was some of the different colors in the plant and the sort of, it's not variegated, but you know, there are various colors showing through in this plant. And some of it just because it's a stunning plant. So yeah, lemon limeranta is my mom's first fave plant of my collection. Let's just ignore that little patch right there. And yeah, I think it's a beautiful plant too. Of course, I agree with my mom. So there we go. Plant one, lemon limeranta. The next plant I wanted to show you that she picked out from my collection has just had 2 leaves broken off of it by Bertie as he was cavorting about chasing the cat. So it has a slight bald spot, but it is this African violet, and we can see the bald spot right there. Right there is the stem he snapped right here, and this leaf looks like he got it. This leaf, oh, 3 leaves gone. Bertie, leave my plant alone. And this leaf, we've been having some puppy plant catastrophes recently. But anyway, the reason my mom picked this plant out is when she was here, it was flowering, and it's got a very dark magenta colored flower. I will try to insert a clip. I think I have some pictures of it still on my photo reel. I hope so. If I find pictures of what it looks like when it's flowering, I will put a picture of it when it's flowering up so you can understand why my mom picked it out. Because she said that was what drew her eye to it, was the dark flowers that to her were a sort of very unique color. And the foliage on this African violet is you know, it's pretty typical, but it's also a little bit darker than some. So it's got dark leaves, dark flowers, dark magenta flowers. And she just really liked that. She said it was kind of an unusual, unique color for an African violet. So that's plant number 2 that my mom picked out with the new bald spot made by Bertie. Okay. So as I'm going on, there are a couple of plants. There are plants that I've been able to bring over here, and then towards the end of the video, there are some plants I'm going to have to stand up to show you. So I'm going to show you the next plant. It's another one that I've featured in a faves video before, and that is this Tradescantia. And as you can see, it's just getting longer and longer. I think in the last faves video where I showed it off, I had talked about maybe pruning it back some, but I never ended up doing that, and it is getting quite long. It's quite full at the top, so even if I did prune it back, I don't know where I would put the cuttings. But yeah. And as I said, one of the things that really drew my mom's eye in my collection was some of the variegation on the plants. So this is one she was attracted to for, again, it's not properly variegation, but the green and white color pattern, drew her eye, and that kind of look of almost being variegation. And Bertie, hey. And that's the joys of filming with a puppy who goes everywhere. Come on, Bertie. Come here. Come here, baby boy. So anyway, this is this Tradescantia that my mom picked out as one of her faves from my collection. And I love it too. I mean, I love all my plants. Who am I kidding? But I do really love this plant, especially now that it's gotten so long, I don't even want to prune it back anymore. So there is that Tradescantia. Bertie, don't step on my plant, please. Sorry, arranging the leaves, the vines a little bit more so he doesn't step on them quite as much. Bertie. The next plant is one I haven't shown. It's a philodendron. I forget what it's called. I think it's a philodendron Chaco Empress actually, but it was sold to me as a philodendron Chaco, like chocolate Chaco something. I don't know for sure. I don't remember anymore the name it was sold to me as. I will look it up and put it on the screen. But it's this philodendron. And again, shaky hands as usual. And what did my mom say about this one? I think she just said that she really liked the leaf shape. That it was kind of, again, it was a slightly more unusual plant for her. I know if you have a lot of philodendrons, you've seen this shaped leaf before on a philodendron. It's a plant that I've had for like 4 years. I got it as a tiny 2-inch plug plant basically, and I've grown it out to this size, so it's fairly large. And there are actually 2 plants inside of here, so you can see there's one here and one here, so I have 2 plants here. One is larger than the other, but it's a beautiful plant. I really like it. I don't tend to feature it because for me it's less exciting than some of my other plants, but it still is a beautiful plant and I do really love it, and my mom was attracted to it, so here it is in Mom's Favorites video. Oh, the cat just came by. Bertie's about to start. Bertie, stop that please. The next plant that I wanted to show you that my mom picked out is a begonia. And again, I can't remember what this begonia is called. I've featured it before in my October faves. It's begonia dark something. I can't remember what though. Hold on, let me tilt it forward for you to see it better. So you can see it's kind of very dark colored. It's a very dark green color. It's a cane begonia. I did stake it up. And my mom didn't really say why she picked it out. I'm just noticing that one leaf and really loving it. Oh, I wish I could get you guys to see how dark green the color is. My mom didn't really say why she picked this one out. I think probably just because, again, it's kind of a striking plant. It's dark. My mom likes dark colors, bright colors. She's not a pastel person. So it may well be that there's not a lot of pasteliness to it. It's dark, and then it's got the, oh, I just snapped a leaf off. A little baby itty bitty leaf. So between Birdie and me, my plants suffer. But I think that what she liked about it is that it's the darkness of it and how dark red the underside of the leaves are. So let me turn it around so you can see. So you see how dark red, gosh, I wish I weren't so jittery. How dark red the undersides of the leaves are. There. And how dark green the plant is in general. So another plant that my mom picked out from my collection. And then the last one that I'm going to show you from where I'm seated here. Bertie, keep your nose out of that. Oh. I tell you, it's a real challenge trying to make these videos with a puppy because he has access to plants that he doesn't normally have access to, and of course he decides to act up right when I'm filming and play with the cat and do all sorts of things like that. Anyway, that being said, the last plant that I'm gonna sit here on the floor and film for you is my begonia. Gosh, again, white ice. I think it's white ice. I showed this one in my November faves video, so I've just showed it to you guys. But again, my mom said that she really liked the combination of the green and white, the green and silvery white on the leaves. So it's again that like not quite variegation, but combination of colors, so you don't just have green, basic green leaves. And I know I showed this plant very recently, so if I loved it and thought it was stunning and my mom picked it out as one of her faves, it's a stunning plant for sure. And I'm just really thrilled to own it, and I'm really happy that my mom picked it as one of her favorite plants. So there it is. It's just a gorgeous, I want to show you guys this leaf because it's so beautiful. Look at it. And this one here is gorgeous. They're just all beautiful. They're beautiful, beautiful plants. All right. So that is the last of the plants that I'm able to bring over to my table on the floor. Sorry, Birdie just shook, and that was enough to shake the tripod and move the camera. There we go. So I'm going to clean up these plants before Bertie does more damage to them. And then I will take you guys with me to look at, sorry, I'm trying to keep them off the microphone. I'm going to take you guys with me to look at some of the other plants that my mom picked out as her favorites. And yes, thank you, Mr. Bertie. Thank you, Mr. Bertie. Yes, and there's Mr. Bertie boy. the troublemaker himself. Yes, thank you. Yes, you're so lovely. Yes, you are. Yes, you're a lovely, lovely boy. All right, so I'll be back in a few minutes. So the next two plants that my mom really liked are these two Schefflera. So this one and this one. Let's see. So what did she say about this one? One thing she really liked about this one is how glossy the leaves are. And I did tell her that I had sprayed it with that homemade pest spray that had mineral oil in it. So it's probably the oil making them shine. But still, the leaves are very glossy. But that was something she really liked about it. So, yes, this Schefflera Amada, something of that sort. I'll put it on the screen again. And then this Schefflera, the more sort of common. Oh, there's Dora. There's Dora. Oh, hi, kitty. Sorry. And there's Bertie getting upset about the kitty getting attention. Sorry, she never comes in my videos, so we're gonna have a little kitty moment. A little kitty moment. Yes. All right, anyway. Bertie, leave Dora alone. So this other Schefflera, the more common, I would say the more common Schefflera. Not that this one is particularly uncommon, but I don't see it for sale nearly as often as I do this one. And Bertie, shush. Bertie, shush. Oh, look at the kitty playing down there. Anyway, so yeah. Bertie, shush. So yes, this Schefflera, this more common Schefflera, she really liked it too. And I really like it also. I had one, I believe it was variegated, but it had really bad scale on it. And then I pruned it back and it kind of, somehow I managed to kill it, basically. I think I ended up throwing it away before it was totally dead, but it wasn't doing well. Maybe it got root rot at some point or something. I don't know. So, and I hadn't really loved it, but I realized at some point that I missed having it in my collection. So last winter, no, 2 winters ago, I bought a very small 4-inch pot one, and it's already grown into this larger plant. So yeah, that's the next plant that my mom really liked from my collection. And voila. So this here is my tropical hibiscus, and it is another plant that my mom said that she really liked in my collection. And one reason for that is the beautiful blooms in the winter time. Granted, it's not technically winter yet, but we've already had lots of snow here in northern Indiana. But just look at that, so beautiful. And the only issue I have with this plant, besides the fact that it's a total diva, and if you don't water it enough, it immediately, the leaves start yellowing and it doesn't bloom as well. In fact, the reason I still have so many blooms on it now that I've brought it indoors for the winter is because it didn't bloom a lot this summer because it got neglected. The other trouble, Bertie, stop that. All right, there'll just be some Bertie noise. The other trouble is, for example, if we look right there at those leaves, you can see that there's a lot of damage from a puppy dog, or those leaves there, or He's actually managed to tear off most of the stuff that he's damaged, but he likes to jump up into the plant and pull the buds off. So I've lost a couple of flowers, but all in all, it's doing pretty well, and it's flowering and making my house feel a little bit tropical on a day when it's sort of snowy, rainy, sleety outside. So there we go. A little touch of the tropics in northern Indiana. The last plant in my collection that my mom had really liked is this vining pothos, or epipremnum, the variegated golden pothos. And she really liked how it vined up the wall, how I had it pinned up the wall, so it was vining there and growing and kind of making everything look a little bit natural, a little more jungly. So yeah. And again, this is a plant that I know I featured in a faves video myself. So we've seen it before, but yeah, it's just a beautiful plant. It's a really nicely variegated epipremnum. I've had it. It was one of my plants that I got when I was an undergrad, so I've had it for 20 years, although this is probably a cutting from the original plant and not the original plant. But yeah, there it is, the last plant that Mommy picked out from my collection that she liked. So voila. I'm really enjoying the shadows on the door, bathroom door there also. Kind of love the play of light and shadow. Excuse that's the rag that I use for wiping up birdie messes because he's still not housebroken, but he's getting a little better. But yeah, I'm just really loving the shadow, the play of the shadow along with the plant. So there we go. So there we are. Those are the plants that my mom picked out as her faves from my collection. I hope that you enjoyed seeing the plants that she picked out. I thought it was kind of fun to have someone else's perspective. Sorry about the camera shaking. Birdie keeps banging into the table that the tripod is set up on. Bertie, come here and calm down, baby boy. But yes. Thank you so much for joining me as I talk to you about my mom's favorite plants. Like I said, I thought it would be really fun to get someone else's perspective on my plant collection and what they like the most out of it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like my videos in general, my content in general, please subscribe. It really helps me out. It helps me know that you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. And I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.